And hello and good evening and welcome to, or good morning, I should say. Welcome to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Comets Baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app. Welcome everybody on the Valley Sports Live and the MLB TV app. Dana Voiles with you here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios, as the Comets are taking on the El Paso Chilhuahuas. They're the AAA parent club of the San Diego Padres. As we're getting set for today's fun game here today. I'm thinking the singles in that regard. So, yeah, should be a fun one here today. Before we get to the Comets game, last night, Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Colorado Rockies 5-1. Yoshi Yamamoto got the win, improves to 10-3. Tomoyuki Segura, the loss, he's 7-7. Brett Sullivan had 2 RBIs on the day for the Rockies. Third double for Ryan Ritter for the Rockies in the contest. Tomoyuki Segura, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts to get the loss. Ryan Ward hit his second homer, his 6th RBI on the year with the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Tucker had RBIs. In fact, Ohtani hit his 34th homer on the season. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 1 run on 6 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts in 7 innings. Edwin Diaz retired all but 1 batter he faced earned his 30th save. Dodgers will take on the Rockies tonight. Michael Lorenzo for the Rockies, Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers. That should be a good one here today. Let me make sure there is. That was not what I want. Okay. By the way, Ryan Ward was optioned back to Oklahoma City following the home run yesterday, so there is good news there. Make sure the stream is still live, because yesterday we had some technical difficulties, which my wife, I decided to laugh and tease and make fun out of me, and ended up making the list. So here we are at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. It's 77 degrees, clear skies. Winds blowing 5 miles an hour from left to right. We have Ricky Holiday, Darryl Parker, Matthew Ross, and Dave Lawrence, your umpires for this game. Of course, this is, as I said, a double header to make up for yesterday. If the internet wants to cooperate and stop being a drunken hyena, flipping me off and laughing and teasing and making fun out of me, that would be great. As the Comets have taken the field, we're just about set for this doubleheader. There's Bobby Miller's stat. Yeah, we would have been on Game 2 of the doubleheader if it wasn't for the internet being stupid. So I got up early this morning. Of course, don't know when Game 3 of this series will be tomorrow. Hi, Roberts, 280 average, 1 homer, 6 RBIs. He bats left. And we're starting at 10:15 a.m. for Game 1 of this doubleheader. 7:07 in the video game. Out of the way, just underway, top of the first. Ball 2. Just had breakfast, so I'm feeling groovy today. Up for a strike. Swinging a fly ball to center field. That is Zaire Hope. I think he made the catch. Yes, it is. Defense for the Comets from left to right with Zaire Hope is Kendall George and Ryan Fitzgerald from left to right. Third baseman is Cody Hosey. Shortstop, Austin Gauthier. Noah Miller back at the lineup. He's at second. First baseman Keston Hira. The catcher is Chucky Robertson. The Chilhuahuas defense from left to right will go Teresa Ornelas. Let's see. Jace Bolden and Kai Roberts. Third baseman Mason McCoy. The shortstop Francisco Acuna. Second baseman Will Wagner. First baseman Nick Solak. And the catcher Blake Hunt. Of course, Ryan Ward not playing today because of the fact he played yesterday for played on Monday for the Dodgers. Los Angeles Dodgers will be off tomorrow. Well, Wagner, 325 at 29 average, 4 homers, 16 RBIs. He bats left. First pitch, out of the way. Comets in their home whites for both games. Comets across the front in blue scripted letters with a shooting comet underneath the logo. That's called for a strike. Red numbers on the front, blue numbers on the back, white pants. Blue hats and brims, OKC and diagonal letters, swinging a miss, strike 3. With a shooting comet through the letter K on the front. Teresa Ornelas is at the plate.
That's a ball.
Low ball 1. And 243, 6 homers, 19 RBIs. That's left. Out of the way. Trying to find my comment. I don't know what happened to it. Swinging a fly ball to deep right field. That ball is gone. El Paso strikes first. Home run for Ornelas is 7th to give El Paso a 1-0 lead. Big home run for Teresa Ornelas. And I can't find my hat for some reason. I'll find it later. Zach Evans is at the plate. That's called for a ball. 203 average, 5 homers, 13 RBIs. This is a pitcher's park. Tim Haggerty, the voice of the Chilhuahuas, next door in the visiting radio booth next to us, and that's fly ball, and that's going to end the inning. But El Paso gets a run on a hit, no errors, none left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Comets are down 1-0. I do not know what happened to my PC comments. It was with me, and now it's going for some reason. Yerman Marquez has had troubles this season. He's the starter for El Paso, coming off a blowout outing in his last start against Sacramento. His stats says it all, if you ask me. 215 average, 2 homers, 13 RBIs for Noah Miller. Has not played since early May. He's been out due to injury. Eyeball 1. Chilhuahuas in their orange jersey for both games. El Paso across the front in white scripted letters. White numbers on the back. Black letters on the back. Gray pants. Black hats and brims with a white EP on the front. First meeting of the year between these two teams. They did not play in the first half. Save the best for last to have El Paso as the last team the Comets will face. Called for ball 3. Austin Gauthier on deck. Chilhuahuas, by the way, are 3-9 here in the second half. Comets are 9-3 in the second half. El Paso came in today 3-9 in the second half, 46-41. Comets are 47-40 overall. So that's strike one, or strike three, excuse me. One away in the bottom of the first. We already went over the defense for El Paso. They're 47-41, or 40, referring to the Comets. I'll bring up Austin Gauthier. First pitch for him.
Nope.
Side ball one. 200 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Hasn't been used a lot, but definitely will be used a lot in the second half. El Paso came in today. Comes in this doubleheader, 0 for 4 on Sunday for Gauthier. Chilhuahuas come into today having lost 9 of 12, where the Comets, it's the other way around. They won 9 of 12, because that's ball 3 with Keston Hero on deck.
Nope,
that's ball 4, first walk for the Chilhuahuas. That's been their big problem last series against Sacramento, as the walks, referring to Chilhuahuas. I'll bring up Keston Hero. Swinging a line drive, that is caught. The second for 1. Throw to first in time for a double play to end the inning. No runs, a hit. Or no runs, no hits, none left. We'll go to the second. Comets are down 1-0. Unless I left my hat in the bathroom. Let me go I'll double check it in a minute. Francisco Acuna, 259 average, 4 homers, 21 RBIs. He bats right. First pitch for Bobby Miller. 15 pitches. That's called for a strike.
Inside ball.
Inside ball 1.
Inside ball 2.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 39, Blake Hunt.
Yeah!
There's one away. I was trying to find my comment and it went missing.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Jace Lowe.
Here's Bowden, 254 average, 6 homers, 36 RBIs. Now 2 away here in the second.
Hey, 2.
For 2. That's strange because I had it on me and now it's gone. Ball 1. It got knocked over. Oh no. Dive, but can't make the catch.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Nick Solak.
Nick Solak comes to play. Yeah, I don't know what I did with that. Fly ball to left field, and that will end the inning. Was that a hit? Yes, it was. No runs, a hit, and the runner left. Bottom of the second, Comets are down 1-0. Well, I'm still looking for my hat that I took with me to breakfast this morning. I can't find it.
Leading off for the Comets, the right fielder, Ryan.
I'll be Ryan Ward at the plate. Swinging a fly ball to right field. That ball is off the pole and gone. for his 11th home run. We're tied at 1, yo. Off the foul pole was the homer for Ryan Fitzgerald. We're tied at 1, just like that. That's not good. I had my hat on me and now it's gone. Must have got knocked over. I'll find it later. It's not your hopes at the plate.
Oh, that's high.
All for a ball. 313 average, 8 homers, 32 RBIs for him. While I continue to look for my comment hat that went missing. Out of the way.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Eliezer Alfonso.
Ball 1.
That's ball 1 for Alfonso. I'm misreading his stats, so that's 1 away in the bottom of the second. That's down low for a strike. 3 for 3 with an RBI double last night on Sunday. 346 average, 10 homers, 33 RBI for Alfonso. That's Flip, the switch hitter. Swinging a minute, strike 2. I am not even awake today, y'all. I'm sorry. That's ball 2. Looks like stream's a lot better. It's called for strike 3. Remember, both teams have their challenges.
The catcher, Chucky.
2 away here in the second. That looked like a challenge, but it would have been in the strike zone, so I'm glad the Comets didn't challenge it. Called for a strike. 332 average, 11 homers, 36 RBIs for Chucky. Robertson has not played since. Hasn't played in a while. Swinging a line drive to left field. That's down for a base hit. This ball's heading right off the wall in left center. Robertson will stop at second, and he's there safely. Cody Hosey is at the plate. And there is the aforementioned Cody Hosey. Low for a strike. 300 average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Popped up to the catcher, and that's going to be fouled away in the dugout. Now it's 0-2 for Hosey. Both teams have homered here in the early stages of Game 1. That one in the inning. Well, the Comets get a home run. It's a run on 2 hits and a runner left. We'll go to the third. We're tied at 1. And expected the fireworks between these two teams whenever we meet.
The third base.
244 average, no homers, 11 RBIs for Mason McCoy. He bats right. First pitch for Bobby Miller's line drive to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 2, Kai Robert.
I'll bring up Kai Roberts 0 for 1. Of course, the All-Star game next week found a way. Blow out his first time up, that's right. That's the first plate disengagement of the appearance. Next pitch for Miller.
Ball.
1 for 4 with a single on Sunday for Kai Roberts. That was against Sacramento.
Hey!
Called for strike 2. 1-1 tie here in the third.
Ball 2.
That's ball 2. 2-2. Called for strike 3. Kind of surprised El Paso did not challenge that one.
Wagner.
Second strikeout from Miller, 1 away here in the third. Well, Wagner struck out his first time up. He bats left.
He's safe.
Back in there safely. That's the first disengagement for the Comets. First pitch for Wagner. Swinging a line drive to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runner heading for third. Throw to third, not in time. So we've got runners at the corners here.
The bat.
And that will bring out Teresa Ornelas.
Fielder, number 8, Tirso Ornelas.
That's left. He got a homer his first time up. Fouled away strike 1. Swinging and a miss, strike 2. Called for strike 3, 2 away here in the third.
Designated hitter, Zach Evans.
We'll still have another game after this one is done. There's Zach Evans coming to the plate.
That's a ball.
Called for a ball. Lined out his first time up. That's right. So Ryan Ward taking the day off, because remember, he played yesterday, or played on Monday, Of course, this game being Tuesday, and of course, Game 2 would be today's game, so that's why this is a doubleheader. We're playing 2 9-inning games in this stream. This is to make up for Tuesday, which is yesterday, June 30th, due to my internet being stupid. That's a line. Ground ball to center field for a base hit. That scores a run. It's an RBI single for Evans. It's 2-1 Chilhuahuas.
The batter, number 35, shortstop Francisco Acuna.
Happy El Paso got some jerseys, like their Copa jerseys, which we're going to have them wear on Friday. Lined out his first time up, Francisco Acuna. think this is the first of 3. Let me double check. Ball 1 is high for ball 1. Let me double check the schedule if I'm correct. I think it is the first of 3. Let me check. Yep, we have them at home. Well, the minor league app's not going to help. Low ball 2. Let's do this.
3.
Called for strike 3. That's the inning, but the RBI from Zach Evans, a run on 2 hits and a runner left. Or 2 left, excuse me. We go to the bottom of the inning, Comets down 2-1.
The left fielder can go.
George is there. Also, we are finally in July. Yes, we will have the Chilhuahuas again on... there's one away in the 3rd. Yep, we get Chilhuahuas again here next month. That would be in August. And then our only trip to El Paso will be in September to end the season.
Ball 1.
One ball and no strikes. Next pitch from Marquez.
Ball, that's out.
Inside.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Ball 3. Austin Gauthier on deck.
Aye.
It's called for a strike. Miller's last game played before he got hurt was back in early May. Had been out with an injury. That's a foul ball. This is Noah Miller's first game back. Did not play in the Sugarland series. That's a line drive base hit. So welcome back to the lineup, Noah Miller, as he gets a single.
Now batting, the shortstop.
That Comets offense really missed him. But most of these players that came up from Double-A Tulsa has stepped up to the plate. The offense has been good of late. 9-3 in the second half.
Ball in.
Low ball 1. Walked this first time up. That would be Austin Gauthier. Will also be on Sportsnet Los Angeles tomorrow. As we'll be back to 1 9-inning game, pending if the internet would not be a darkening hyena. Popped up, heading foul. That's fouled away. One, 2. Low ball 2. Only one game today in Jazz July, as I welcome those of you just joining us. El Paso's up 2-1. This is, by the way, a double header to make up for yesterday's little internet fiasco that I had. Ground ball, that's going to be a double. Over the second or the first in time to end the inning. No runs, a hit, none left. We'll go to the 4th. The Comets are down 2-1. Two runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Chilhuahuas. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Comets. Blake Hunt lined out his first time out. That's fouled away. 2 balls and a strike.
That's ball
Low
3.
ball 3. That's called for a strike, but challenge. There's our first challenge. And the call is confirmed. That is called for a strike. Clip the strike zone. So El Paso will lose a challenge. They'll be down to 1 remaining. Over the first, 1 away in the 4th.
Now batting.
At least El Paso is smart enough to wait until later to start challenging instead of doing what Sugarland did on Sunday, where they wasted both of their challenges in the first inning and was out of challenges the rest of the game. That's a foul ball for Chase Bowden. Yep, that was clearly foul. But it was close. Swinging a line drive to left field. That's down for a base hit. That's heading right for the wall. Rounding second is Bowden. He'll stop for the double.
Now batting. The first baseman, Nick Solak.
I'll bring up Nick Solak to the plate. El Paso's really good, to be honest with you. You can't deny or blame me for saying that. A ball over the first, 1 away and 2 away in the 4th, excuse me.
The batter, the third baseman, Mason McCoy.
Mason McCoy is up, as I say hi to the YouTuber. First pitch, called for a strike. Ricardo Enriquez, Kyle Hunt warming up in the Comets bullpen. We're just about 30 minutes into a long day of baseball for you all, as that's low for ball for a strike. That's kind of surprising. Remember, El Paso down to 1 challenge here in this first one. This first one of 2, I should say. Swinging a fly ball to deep right field. That's trouble. Bounces off the wall. That will score a run. Throw the second, not in time. It's an RBI double for Mason McCoy. El Paso has a 3-1 lead here in the 4th. And yes, the YouTuber is going to say something in about 5 seconds on Messenger. That's outside ball 1 for Kai Roberts, 0 for 2 today. Three runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Chilhuahuas. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Comets.
Ball 2.
That's low ball 2. If the YouTuber is wondering what I posted on Messenger, it's I went to the Waffle House for breakfast, and I just came back from the Waffle House like almost an hour ago. Actually, correction, 40 minutes ago. We're already half an hour into the stream. We started at 10:15 a.m. Central for anyone keeping track. It's now 10:45 on my phone. Oh, at 10:46. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning, but the Chilhuahuas get a run on 2 hits and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Comets are down 3-1 in game 1.
Leading off for the Comets.
So all the YouTubers missed was a Ryan Fitzgerald homer, El Paso homer in the first. Then an RBI single by the Chilhuahuas in the 3rd. And
2.
And then that RBI you just saw moments ago, which is why our score is now 3-1 in favor of Chilhuahuas. It's strike one. Hopefully YouTuber's off to a good start to the day. And over the first, there's one away in the fourth. Only one game today in Jazz July. That'll be coming up at 1 o'clock Central. It is Rajan taking on Tommy in the saxophone region. Got some matches to get you caught up on. That's outside ball one. Josh June ends tomorrow morning. Yes, tomorrow morning. For anyone keeping track, flying ball to right field. That ball is gone off the wall. That was almost a homer. I thought that was gone for sure. That's a triple. Oh, man. Ryan Fitzgerald almost had his second home run. Let's see how close that was. Oh, just almost went over the wall. Had it gone another 10 to 20 feet higher, it would have been gone. But it's a triple for Ryan Fitzgerald. Ah, no. As Zaire Hope gets a strike. Nevertheless, that is a base hit, however. Almost his second home run, but at least he'll take a triple in that regard. Swinging a fly ball. Well, that will let him score. That's a sac fly. So they'll go ahead and let him score. RBI for Zaire Hope on a sac fly. Comets now down 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. So close to a home run, but hey, at least a run will score, though. Eliezer Alfonso struck out his first time out. Switch hitter batting left. Marquez's first pitch is called for a strike. You can cut it closer right now.
That's outside.
Let's talk about the games around the rest of Jazz July. We were doing that yesterday before the stream decided to be stupid, referring to that. That's why I had a software update, so that way the stream doesn't get all crappy, if you ask me. Already talked about my game last week in the Jazz July. Rumi beat Shaddix 4-2 in the Double Bass region, as that's the inning. A run on 2 hits and none left for the Comets. We'll go to the fifth. They're down 3-2. Buzz beat Gold 4-2 in Double Bass. John Weezer beat Blue 4-1. In the Piano region, Apollo beat Clint Green 4-3. Will Wagner went for 2 with a single. Fouled away. So Clint Green's season unfortunately comes to an end. James beat Stable 4-2. Stable's season is done. That was in the Drums region. Ground ball over the first, 1 away in the fifth.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tirso Ornelas.
Excuse me. Apologies about that. Dia beat Odin 4-3 in the Piano region. Lucky upsetted Sam 4-1. That will take Sam out of contention for a promotion. Promoted spot to D1, so he's going to have to do it via the LCQ. Even though he already has a win, he's going to have to earn it the hard way. 1-1. Fouled away. Double Bass region, Scars beat Fitzy 4-2. Fitzy's Emery Uno career going to end, which we will celebrate Fitzy's career, which I'm happy. Maybe Tricolor 4-2 as that's over. Thank you. As that's 2 away in the fifth. So Tricolor season unfortunately is over. That was in the Double Bass region. Steven beat Lavina 4-2 in the Piano region. Ever since winning February Flurry, Lavina's season's gone downhill ever since. That's called for a strike. Marcus beat Nova 4-3, including a 24-card comeback in Game 2. Jordy beat DRJ in the polyrhythm play-in for the saxophone region 4-1. Yes, all the play-ins are done, as that's going to end the inning. So nothing for the Chilhuahuas. We're halfway through Game 1. Comets are down 3-2. The Piano Region play-in, Real Steven beat Rana 4-3, so no chaos for Rana this time around, as Rana is done just like that. Classy beat Limestick 4-3 in the Double Bass region for the Swing 64 over the first one away in the fifth.
Now batting,
Ryder, the opponent lost in the February Flurry, beat Bree in an upset 4-3. Ryder becoming the first of two people from the play-in moving into the round of 32. I'll tell you why I say that in just a moment, as that's high for a strike. Adcock and Wandy Peralta warming up in the El Paso bullpen. Gabriel beat Minute Maid 4-1. Fly ball and 2 away. Sorry if my to-go cup's in the way. I'm getting ready to throw it away in a minute. Emmy swept Jabba 4-0 in the Drums region. We'll tell you what happened to Emmy last night. Jabba ends his season 0-4. In the Piano region for the polyrhythm play-in, Alessandro won 4-3, despite the fact he got a strike. That's a fly ball to right field. That ball is gone. We are tied. 6 home run for Kendall George. We're tied at 3 just like that, folks. Should mention Alessandro was down 1-0 after he was given a strike. Mazet beat MPC 4-3. Mazet, by the way, got a strike for being late, as usual. And then last night, Tommy beat Arnhem 4-1. Arnhem goes 0-4. Ouch. Syntax overcame a 2-0 deficit, as we have a challenge for the Chilhuahuas. Syntax went 1-4-2. Also returned the strike 1. One challenge remaining for the Chilhuahuas. Mazoet swept TK 4-0. TK might be getting a strike for his behavior. And then late last night, early this morning, Emmy beats DeLemon 4-1. As that was a base hit, as that's going to bring up Austin Gauthier. In a game that took 1 hour and 30 minutes and 3 seconds. So Emmy, who had entered this tournament 0-3, ended up going back-to-back. So I'm looking to become the third player from the play-in tomorrow morning to pull off the upset. Can you imagine Emmy and I facing off in the Final Four after all that has happened? Good grief. Called for a strike, that won the inning. But a home run for Kendall George, a run on a hit, no errors and none left. Looks like we did have an error, though. We'll go to the 6th. Tied at 3. I'll have to look and see why the Chilhuahuas got an error, because that didn't make any sense unless there was something I missed. Then again, I was reading off these score checks around the rest of Jazz July, so just cut me the slack there, folks.
Now pitching for the Comets, number 60.
Edgardo Enriquez comes in. That's it for Bobby Miller. Looks like this will be a no decision for Miller since this game is tied. Looks like we have not had any more issues. Looks like whatever the issue was yesterday is fixed. That's a base hit. So whatever was the issue with my PlayStation as far as the graphics was concerned, looks like that problem is fixed. So thank goodness for that. Oh, and by the way, before you ask, Allen's going to be up 1-0 when we start the game tomorrow. Due to the fact Red got his second strike.
The batter, the center fielder, James Bowen.
Ball one. That's in. Ball two. Ball three.
That's ball 3. Nick Solak on deck. I bet you with what happened last night, they want no drama that's going on in the game chat. I think that would make a lot of sense if you ask me after what happened last night. Jeez.
Nope, that's ball four. Take your base.
Now batter, the first baseman, Nick.
And it was for only Rajon and Tommy, so understandable.
That's a ball.
I know in Real Steven just got a 24-hour reminder. Swinging a fly ball to left field, and that ball is gone, and El Paso has taken the lead at 6-3. 6th home run for Nick Solak. As a 3-run lead for the Chilhuahuas. Looks like Tim's got a scheduled time that needs to be rescheduled. That'll be it for Edgardo Enriquez. You're fine.
Now pitching for the Comets.
By the way, I was not referring to you, YouTuber, after what just happened. I was referring to what happened last night in D2, to be more specific. So it's not towards you, it's towards what's going on with the D2. But I have a good feeling there's a lot of strikes coming. There's a lot of strikes that are going to be announced later.
Ball, that's off the plate. Hey! Ball up there.
Yeah, they just, you know. That's a base hit for El Paso there.
Robert.
I mean, we'll still watch the game. We're just not going to be chatting. We just want the players to focus. I think this is a fair, reasonable explanation. I'll be like, well, if they're going to do it, why don't we do it for all games? That's a fly ball to right field. This ball is no doubt gone. Another home run for the Chilhuahuas. This one a second home run for Kai Roberts this season as El Paso's blown it open here in the sixth. As we already got an announcement, this is in regards to... Okay, so looks like... Oh yeah, YouTuber will be live at noon. We're almost an hour into this stream. For strike three, that is 2 away. There we go, so that way I can see the score. Ground ball base hit, that's heading for the wall. We're at a second not in time as it goes almost wide. Yep.
Now pitching for the Comets, number 49, Blake Ryan.
Mm-hmm. 0-1 for Triton. His next pitch, as he's the new pitcher, by the way, that's fouled away. Yeah, I hate to do this, saying thank you for your patience. Hey, City of Yukon, thank you for your patience, my rear end, because just because you finish construction doesn't mean the people of Yukon are not done with your complaint, as that's called now in the inning. But the damage is done by El Paso with a bunch of home runs, which totaled to be 5 runs in the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 6th here in Game 1. Comets down 8-3. Ty Haddock.
52, Ty Adcock.
Hadcock is the new pitcher. I said it wrong. You see his stats.
Leading off for the Comets, the first baseman, Keston Cura.
Mm-hmm.
That's a ball.
I understand. We'll have a nice day.
Ball. That's down.
Now batting, right fielder, Ryan Fitzgerald.
That's fouled away. Yeah, I hate to call out the City of Yukon, but I have to do it because
Ball 4, pitches down.
somebody said, oh, they don't need lights. Do you want somebody getting killed trying to get to Casey's like I do, along with Brahms or McDonald's? I don't think so. Or getting to Walmart in this case.
Nope, outside.
So they're going to need to build lights and have...
Ball, down. Yeah.
Now batting, center fielder, Zaire Pope.
Zaire Hope had an RBI sack, 0 for 1 tonight. Yeah, I think that needs to be addressed. In my opinion. Swinging a line, drive to right field, that's down for a base hit. Runner heading for third, and we got runners at the corner.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Eliezer Alfonso.
As Eliezer Alfonso is at the plate.
Ball. Ball 2. Aye.
Ground ball base hit. 1 run will score. Throw to third, not in time. It's an RBI single for Eliezer Alfonso. It's 8-4. That's going to be 2 runs scored, 8-5 now. An RBI single for Chucky Robertson.
Now pitching for El Paso, number 58, Wandy Peralta.
Wandy Peralta, new pitcher. I'm chatting with Cody.
Third baseman, Cody.
Cody and I were just talking about TK, the TK incident last night where he just lost his damn cool. Now in the inning, but the Comets gets a couple of runs. We'll go to the 7th. Comets are down 8-5. 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Chilhuahuas. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Comets.
Leading off for the Chilhuahuas. Daniel
Voiles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. YouTuber on our YouTube chat. Our producer and engineer back in our 1340 studios.
Ball.
That's high for ball 1. YouTuber and I are working on a plan for our get-together for my birthday. If we have to do it like Monday, it's fine, unless the YouTuber is busy with other things. It's understandable, which we'll figure that plan out. Swinging a line drive to right field. That's down for a base hit. Going to bounce off the wall. Rounding second is Acuna. He'll stop there with a double.
Now batting, the catcher, number 39, Blake Hunt.
Ball, that's low.
That's a ground ball over the first. 1 away in the 7th. Runner will advance the 3rd.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Excuse me.
Inside, ball 1.
I see Dino's there. Of course, Dino's playing later. We have, after today, we have let me look here. We have 10 more games left to go.
That's ball 2.
Over the first, and that's 2 away in the 7th. Chihuahuas lead 9-5. That will be an RBI for Bowden as Nick Solak comes up to the plate.
Now batting, third baseman, Mason McCoy.
Ball, that's inside.
Three for three, singles and two singles and a double, which is an RBI for McCoy tonight. Here in game one. Ground ball over the first, out in the inning. A run on two hits and a runner left. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma, Part 1. Comets down 9-5. This is OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Courtyard by Marriott, Oklahoma City, downtown. Bottom of the seventh, Comets down 9-5.
Leading off for the Comets, the left fielder, Kengo George.
Looks like Tim and Jordy want to correct. I said it will start at 8 a.m. It's actually going to be 4 a.m. Of course, my game will be the first one while everyone is awake here in the States. I know the YouTuber will wish me good luck tomorrow as I try to keep my season alive. Trying to become the third play-in to go back-to-back.
Miller.
Hey!
Up for a strike. Out of the way. Now it's 0-2. Jumped into the barrier. Oh no. I'm all over the first. There's one away.
Now batting, shortstop Austin Gauthier.
Austin Gauthier 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Or today. Or here in game one, I should say. I need to start calling it game one, not tonight. What the heck? I'm tired. I've been up for hours. So bear with me. I know the YouTuber will probably excuse me for being up very early tomorrow morning. If you know what I mean.
Ball 2.
Our first pitch tomorrow, by the way, will be I think we're gonna... That's gonna end the inning. Nothing for the Comets. We'll go to the 8th here in game 1. It is 9-5 in favor of the Chilhuahuas. So we're back to a one-inning game tomorrow. As Evan Phillips is the new pitcher for the Comets.
Leading off for El Paso, the right fielder, number 2, Kai Roberts.
Popped up. Ground ball over the first. Not in time. That will be a bloop single.
Batter number 7, second baseman, Will Wagner.
That's ground ball, or no, that's one away, excuse me. It was a pop-up,
The
and
batter, the left fielder, number 8,
runner did not advance.
Ornelas.
Had 60 inches of snow in southern Montana. That's something you don't hear about in June. But hey, that's still good snow for all the skiers. If you need to go snowboard and all that, you just got to bundle up warm. This pitch is called for a strike. Ben Gasparius warming up in the Comets bullpen.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
Ball.
Ball 2.
Safe, he's in.
Of course, the Emerald NBA Cup games just got, the group draws got announced.
Ball 3.
That's ball 3. Zach Evans on deck. I don't know if the Thunder schedule's already out or not. They're still finalizing it. 2-1, throw to first in time to end the inning. No runs, a hit, none left. Bottom of the 8th, Comets are down 9-5. Probably won't be announced until next month.
Now pitching for El Paso, number 30.
JP Sears, a new pitch
Sears.
for Lewis. Final line score, first of all, for the starters. Yerman Marquez, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Ty Adcock, 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Wendy Peralta, inning of the 3rd, scoreless. Bobby Miller, 3 runs, 7 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for Rodriguez. Kyle Hurt, 2 runs, 3 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. Blake trying to run on 2 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. 1 hit for Evan Phillips. We'll have to see if Evan Phillips will remain in the game or not.
Leading off
See.
for the Comets, the first baseman, number 9, Keston.
Keston Hira leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Aye.
That's overturned to ball 1. Comets still have their challenges remain.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ryan Fitzgerald.
Evil time.
That's a ball.
Swings and fouls it back. Ground ball over the first, 2 away in the 8th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Zaire.
So I have another game to play after this one, folks. Which will have your abbreviated Comets post-game report. Recapping this first game. Taking through the rest of the Pacific Coast League. Get you ready for game 2. That's the inning. Nothing for the Comets. Go to the 9th. Comets are down 9-5. Talk about some real life stuff. Los Angeles Dodgers beat the A's 9-3 in Sacramento. They wrap up that series today. White Sox Orioles about to get underway. And 1 away in the 9th. Zach Evans is retired. There were supposed to be some punishments, and I don't know if the YouTubers heard about this. There were supposed to be some punishments and fines and whatnots that came out of last weekend's brawl between Round Rock and Tacoma, as there's 2 away. What happened was Round Rock was pitching. This was like when Tacoma was was batting, and this is at Cheney Stadium for anyone asking. As Blake Hunt 0 for 4 tonight, or here in game 1. Jeez, I did it again. See, this is what happens when I've been up since 8 this morning.
Ball, that's in.
That's coming from over.
Yeah.
Challenge for El Paso. And the call is overturned the ball too, so 1 challenge remaining for El Paso. So what happened was Round Rock hit a pitcher, or hit a player.
Ball, inside.
Oh, this was like last weekend. Patrick Wisdom was hit by a pitch for the second time 2 innings. Rainiers were not having it. Both the benches cleared. The bullpen's clear. That's the inning, by the way. No runs a hit, no runner left for El Paso. Last chance for the Comets, down 9-5.
Leading off for the Comets.
Which both benches cleared. Bullpen's cleared. So it got testy between Round Rock and Tacoma. Which resulted in both players getting having some ejections. This was like 4 days ago. This was back on June 27th.
Now batting, catcher, Chucky Robinson.
Or is that, let me look. I want to look. Correction, it was 5 days. It would be on a Friday. Let me double check. I want to check what day that was.
Ball, that's outside.
Yeah, it was 5 days ago. It was last Friday. Ironically, today I ended my streak as that was a ground ball over the first in time. Comets down their final out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So 1, 2, 3. 3 people were ejected that game. Patrick Wisdom, I mentioned, was ejected. Rainier's coach got ejected.
Nope.
Celestiano from Round Rock was ejected. You kind of figured with all those ejections. And I already know Round Rock had to go to the principal's office to explain their actions, if you ask me. Because that's ball 2. Comets down their final out, by the way, so... Yeah, I bet you there was some suspensions and whatnot that came out of ordeals. That will end the game. Comets fall 9-5 here in Game 1. But remember, we still have another game to play. They're talking about hold on, somebody said something stupid. I'm about to get my photo and say I had to post a photo of you must be some kind of a moron. Anyway. Final numbers of Game 1. Yay, we finally got Game 1 done, thank goodness. We still have another game to play, folks. So here's your abbreviated post-game report. For the victorious Chilhuahuas for El Paso, the final numbers. 9 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They left 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runners left on base for the Chilhuahuas. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for OKC. They left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they left 5 runners on base. So 7 left on for the Chilhuahuas in Game 1, 5 left on for the Comets. As far as that is concerned, we finished the game at 11:35 a.m. We started at 10:15 a.m. We ended at 11:35, so about an hour and 20 minutes. 15,116 for Game 1. 15,116 was the attendance. Winning pitcher was Yerman Marquez, who pitched 5 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts to go to 7-7 on the season. The loss to Edgardo Enriquez, so Bobby Miller once again gets a no decision. But Edgardo Enriquez will get the loss. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He was responsible for giving up the lead. He falls to 8-4. There was no save in that one. With the victory, El Paso improves to 4-9 in the second half. And their record is 47-41. The Comets are 9-4 in the second half, 47-41 as well. Okay, so those are your, as that was not what I wanted, you stupid thing. That is the totals and everything like that. Let's get into the rest of the Pacific Coast League, and then we will talk about game number 2. Jackson Ferris will start for the Comets. 6.08 ERA, with a 1-2 record. Tristan McKenzie will start for El Paso, 2-6 with a 5.14 ERA. Around the rest of the Pacific Coast League from Game 1, finals were as follows. Albuquerque beats Sugar Land 3-2. Winning pitcher was Jaden Hilly's 1-2. Pearson Ole's 22nd save. The loss for Sugarland's Logan Van Weyhe's 6-3. Aniel de los Santos' fourth blown save. Shea Whitcomb had an RBI single for Sugarland. Tommy Seiko Jr. had an RBI, or had a home run for Sugarland. It was a 3-run homer, or two-run homer for Blaine Grimm. Drew Avens had RBI, had a home run for the Isotopes in the contest. Round Rock beat Reno 5-4. Winning pitcher went to Nabel Chris Matt. He's 4-1. Josh Thorpe's 24th save. The loss to Derek Law. He's 1-1. The blown save to Grant Holman, his first on the year. Jack Hurley, Jesus Valdez, Henry Bolte had RBIs for the Aces. Caver Rodriguez had a home run for the Express, his first on the year. Jonah Bright had 3 RBIs for Round Rock, and Trevor Halver had an RBI for the E-Train in the contest. Sean will say now choo-choo. Salt Lake beat Sacramento 7-1. Winning pitcher for the Bees was Alec Manoah. He's 7-2. The loss to Blade Tidwell. He's 7-5. Jose Siri hit a 3-run homer for the Bees. Tucker Flint, Adam Frazier, and Ivan Walton had RBIs for Salt Lake. Logan Porter had the only home run for the River Cats in the contest. Tacoma beat Las Vegas 7-2. Winning pitcher was Ryan Solan. He's 2-6. Alan Levert's first save. The loss went to Joey Estes. He's 6-6. RBIs for Cole Young, his 28th on the season. Lazaro Montes, Carson Taylor, Ryland Thomas had RBIs for the Rainiers. Home run for Joshua Kuroda-Grauer for the Aviators, and Junior Perez had an RBI single for Las Vegas. Los Angeles Dodgers won Game 1 4-3 over the Colorado Rockies. That's, by the way, the Albuquerque Isotopes parent club, the Colorado Rockies. Tyler Glasnow got the win in person 11-1. Michael Lorenzen took the loss. He's 2-11. Tough season for him. Ezekiel Tover hit his 4th home run for the Rockies, his 26 RBIs. Zach Veen had 2 RBIs, his 9th on the year. Michael Lorenzen, 3 2/3, 4 runs, 7 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts to get the loss. Home runs for Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers, his 16th on the year, 55th RBI. 8th home run for Tommy Edman, his 33rd RBI on the year. Shohei Ohtani, Max Muncy had RBI singles. Ohtani's 78th. Max Muncy's 41st. Tyler Glasnow, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts in 7 innings. Alex Vista got his 2nd save, retired the 1 batter he faced during his 2nd save. Dodgers will win the series against the Rockies. They'll play Game 2 of that doubleheader coming up. Blake Snell for the Dodgers, Kyle Freeland for the Rockies at Hola Senor Sean at Dodger Stadium. Double-A Tulsa got their butts spanked by Springfield 10-0. Ouch. Axton Henderson got the win and proves to 7-5. Nick Frosso took the loss. He falls to 3-6. Only runs scored for the Cardinals was 2 home runs. One was Trey Page's 3-run homer. Cole Ledbetter hit a grand slam for Springfield. Brody Moore, Trey Richardson had RBIs. Henderson, 6 scoreless innings, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Dave Schuster retired all but 1 batter he faced with 2 strikeouts to earn the save. The line for Nick Frosso, 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 no walks, 3 strikeouts. Tulsa will look to bounce back. Jordan Weems will start for the Drillers. Ivan Bedell for Springfield in the contest. As we're going to get set for Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Comets and the El Paso Chilhuahuas, the AAA parent club of the San Diego Padres. Let's give you your game time temperature for game number 2. 58 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing out the left at 14 miles an hour. Dave Lawrence, Ricky Holiday, Darrell Parker, Matthew Ross, your umpires for game 2. Basically the same lineups for both teams, all other than Luis Verdugo is entered for the Chilhuahuas. That is the only changes on the and also Samad Taylor is entered in the game. Comets, nothing has changed for their lineup, so that lineup is still good. As you saw the stats there for Jackson Ferris. 322 average, 4 homers, 16 RBIs for Will Wagner. Game 2 starting at 11:43 a.m. Up for a strike. So we are quickly underway in Game 2. 7:06 for Game 2 in the video game, found away. Playing a doubleheader due to the fact that I was making up a game from yesterday.
That's foul.
So both teams wearing the same jerseys. While the YouTubers line perfect because we are underway in Game 2. That's a base hit. So no changes for the Comets lineup. It's only El Paso's lineup that's different. So we have Samad Taylor. Samad Taylor last year played for the Rainiers. This year is playing for the Chilhuahuas. I need to see if minor league already announced suspensions.
Batting third, the catcher, number 39, Blake Hunt.
Let's see. Don't think they're... That's called for a strike. 234 average, 4 homers, 26 RBIs for Blake Hunt. That's the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left for El Paso. We go to the bottom of the... or none left, rather. Go to the bottom of the first with no score. Tristan McKenzie, the starter for El Paso.
Leading off tonight, the second baseman, number 88, Noah Miller.
Yep, YouTuber is officially live on his channel. Like I said, I find it funny we're both at home. All for a strike. This is Noah Miller's second game back in the lineup. Did not take part in the Sugarland series. He also did not play against Round Rock when he got hurt. So he's been out for a while. So he will get to see Round Rock in the final meeting of the year. YouTubers already in the top of the first. We're in the bottom of the first of Game 2. I think that's a... I'm probably guessing you're doing a bullpen game. That would be the only reason why you have Will Klein starting for you. That's called confirmed. I think you challenged that one. I think it might have been... To be fair, Sean, I got up very early. Comets are down a challenge. First time the Comets have lost a challenge this entire stream, believe it or not. They didn't lose a challenge in Game 1. They lost the challenge here in Game 2. So there's the first. 193 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. And the call is confirmed again. Do not tell me that was the Comets who challenged that one. Are you kidding? That's almost what happened on Sunday. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 away. That is almost the exact same thing that happened on Sunday. That's the second stream in a row I've had that happen.
Nope, outside.
Comets are already out of challenges, and we're not even out of the first inning. That is almost the exact same thing that just happened with Sugarland on Sunday, where they lost both of their challenges in the first inning, and they went the rest of the game without a challenge. Swinging a fly ball to left field, that ball is gone. Home run for Keston here at 29th on the season, 1-0 Oklahoma City. But that is almost exactly the same thing that happened Sunday. I don't know if the YouTuber had that happen in his game or not. That is almost the same thing that happened Sunday. When Sugarland wasted both of their challenges, as that's a run on a hit, no errors on left, 1-0 Oklahoma City. But that is almost the exact same thing that happened Sunday, as Zach Evans is at the plate, 202 average, 5 homers, 14 RBIs. What is it with teams wasting both of their challenges in the first inning of late? Sugarland did this on Sunday. The Comets just did this here in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Yeah, now Sugarland did the same thing to the YouTuber. What is this nonsense? I mean, the YouTuber was probably watching my game after I finished streaming, and he said to himself, what the heck is going on with Sugarland wasting both of their challenges? Will you cut that out, Sean? That's just ridiculous.
Runner.
Swinging a ground ball, the second for one, looks like they can get the second for one, but the throw to first is in time. This is just ridiculous. Luis Verdugo, 244 average, 1 homer, 13 RBIs. He did not play in Game 1 of the doubleheader. He played on Sunday. His last game was against Sacramento. He was 0 for 3. That's why he did not play on Game 1. He played on Sunday.
Ball 1.
That's ball 1. Now the Comets are out of challenges. And we're still in the early stages of Game 2. The only reason we're playing Game number 2 of this doubleheader is due to the fact my stream decided to be a derping hyena yesterday. And yes, Sean, I will make sure I save my line. Will you cut that out? 258 average, 6 homers, 37 RBIs for Jace Bowden. I'm kind of surprised Round Rock did not get any... I knew you were going to say that. Will you cut that out?
Ball down.
I'm kind of surprised Round Rock and Tacoma didn't get any punishments from the brawl that had 3 people ejected, to be quite honest with you, because normally when you get ejected, you would get like a suspension or whatnot. I'm kind of surprised Round Rock and Tacoma didn't get a suspension from that, to be quite honest with you, because
Ball inside.
like I said, normally when you cause the benches to clear and you're the one that caused the benches to clear, you would get in trouble with minor league. But oh no, you touched the cars. But I'm kind of surprised Round Rock and Tacoma didn't get any punishment from that. No runs a hit and a runner left. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Oklahoma City. I mean,
Leading off for the Comets.
313 average, 8 homers, 33 RBIs. And that's, by the way, the second benches clearing brawl we had of late. And the first for AAA. 1 for 3 with an RBI in game 1 for Zaire Hope. The other one that also baffles me is that someone from High A or Single A, I don't know which one, but one of the managers caused the benches to clear in, I think it was either a High A or a Single A game, and there was no punishment from that, which that baffles me as well. As Eliezer Alfonso comes to the play, that's called for a ball. YouTuber, would you like to comment on that? As a 344 average, 10 homers, 34 RBIs for Eliezer Alfonso, switch hitter batting left. Normally he would be catching, but he's the DH. Excuse me. Signed out of Venezuela. Want to send our condolences to the people of Venezuela, speaking of them. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Right fielder there jumps up. That ball is gone! 11th home run for Alfonso! It's 2-0 Oklahoma City. Yeah, and like I said, I'm really surprised Round Rock and Tacoma got away with no suspensions, to be quite honest with you. Will you cut that out? Because one of the managers ended up getting ejected, or actually, no, let me rephrase that. One of the managers should have been suspended. 332 average, 11 homers, 37 RBIs. I think Sean knows what I'm going to say. One of the managers who got ejected, you know how David likes to say the words bumping the umpire part and all that? Well, guess what? One of the managers in High A did that to an umpire, and I'm surprised there was no suspension from that, to be quite honest with you. That's a line drive. That is caught for the second out of the inning. So, yeah.
The third baseman, Cody.
As Cody Hosey, 278 average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. And I know Sean is excited to have Marcus Lee Sang for the Express. As that's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder going back. That ball is gone! Third home run for Cody Hosey. It's a home run parade in the second. 3-0 Oklahoma City. Ryan Fitzgerald nearly got a home run out in the right field. Now Cody Hosey has homered. That's called for a strike. Of course, Tim Hardaway Jr. got signed to the Heat today. 258 average, 8 homers, and 17 RBIs, or 6 RBI, or 6 homers, 17 RBI. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys. Sean, give me the dunce hat. I'm already bleeping out today, okay? I'm sorry. The sleep schedule really sucks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning, but not before the Comets get 2 more runs on 2 more hits. And none left. We'll go to the third. Comets are up 3-0. First time the Comets have had a lead today. Will you cut that out?
Leading off for the Chilhuahuas.
Meanwhile, the YouTuber is already in a scoreless pair in the third. I know Round Rock had to apologize to Sean as that's low for ball one. For Tyler Robertson. Tyler did not play as he tried a bunt. He has batting I can't see the number, 216 average, 2 homers, 18 RBIs. Did not play in game one. Last game he played was against Sacramento at home. And one away in the third.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Samad Taylor.
Samad Taylor, batting 238 average. With 5 homers, 12 RBIs. He did not play in game one. His last game was against Sacramento. 10th round draft pick in 2016. Last year played for the Rainiers. Probably signed as a free agent with the Padres. The only catch is the YouTuber's only playing one game, whereas I'm playing a doubleheader to make up my Tuesday game. That's a ground ball, base hit all the way to the wall. Rounding second is Taylor. He'll stop there.
The batter, number 7.
So another double for the Chilhuahuas. Before I start a VC with Sean, I'm probably going to take a shower. Just get... That way I don't smell like death. Ground ball. Well, the first 2 away. So Wagner retired, now 2 away for Nick Solak, who grounded out his first time up here in game 2. Jackson Ferris, 0-1 this season. He did lose, I think it was against Reno, if I remember correctly. If not, I think his loss was before the last homestand. Not the homestand against Sugarland, the previous one before that. Found the way. Swinging a line drive to left field. Now in the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. Bottom of the third. Comets are up 3-0. By the way, Senor Sean and I will be back with you on Tuesday for the All-Star game, which we're excited about. The MLB All-Star game. Same with the Futures game and also the Home Run Derby we're going to have on Monday, which is also a double-header stream because we first have to resume as that's a ground rule double for Noah Miller. We first have to resume Friday Night SmackDown. That was suspended from Sunday because my PlayStation ended up ending off the stream early. So we will resume Friday Night SmackDown on Friday. Then we'll have the... That'll be actually later tonight.
That's a ball.
Then we'll have the regular Monday Night Raw and NXT for y'all. So we're technically going to finish the rest of Friday Night SmackDown from this week. The regular scheduled Monday Night Raw that I'm planning on, as there's one away in the third.
Now batting.
So we'll get you caught up on that later today. Guessing Hira homered his first time up. That's right. The former Isotope player. Called for a strike. We are officially in July. By the way, we're halfway through 2026. Here's a line drive to center. That's caught for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
At least my roommates are at work. Ryan Fitzgerald lined out his first time out. Want to send my prayers to Brian as he's still recovering from his surgery.
Ball.
He had surgery on his stomach. That's why he didn't go to work on Monday. One-0. Swinging a ground ball to right center field for a base hit. That will score the runner for the second, not in time. It's an RBI double for Ryan Fitzgerald. Comets are up 4-0. Now bring up Zaire Hope. On the way. Dolphins last night got destroyed by Texas State 17-1 last night. That's all the drivers from WRA, the development drivers. That ball is gone. 2-run homer for Zaire Hope into the bullpen. 9th home run on the year. It's 6-0. Texas State held the Finns to 1 run on 5 hits. The Finns committed 3 errors last night in San Marcos. And that will be it for the starter. Not even out of the 4th inning. As the crowd is really enjoying this.
Now pitching for El Paso.
After this homestand, Comets have a 9-game road trip, which will start next Friday in Tacoma. So before the YouTuber asks the question, when will the next Comets broadcast be? That will be after the All-Star break. Which will have some WWE content coming out during that week.
That's a ball.
Before we head to Cheney Stadium. Home run his first time out for Eliezer Alfonso. JP Sears is up the plate. That's a blooper to right field for a base hit, so the inning is not done yet for the Comets.
Now batting, catcher Chucky.
YouTuber is right now in a 1-1 tie in the 4th. Over to YouTube, as that's another base hit, so this is getting worse for the Chilhuahuas, but I think this is kind of payback for what El Paso did to Oklahoma City earlier, so I can understand that.
Third baseman,
Cody Hosey is at the plate. Josh June will be wrapped up today. Another base hit. This is getting out of hand. It's 7-0. RBI for Cody Hosey. Boy, this inning is getting bad for the Chilhuahuas today. In Game 2, that is. And I'm not controlling either team, so there you go. Another base hit, I think. Yep, now the bases are loaded. Good night. Bounces off the pitcher. Ran into the umpire there. Throw to first was not in time. Already 10 hits as I just dropped the pen. My rating utensil. The game is officially boring, 1 for 2. Well, it was not boring in Game 1. Both teams will... So if the Comets win, both teams will split this double header. Brad Lewis, by the way, took the loss. Gave up 9 runs, 7 earned on 10 hits, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts in the loss. He falls to 1-3. That's going to finally end the inning, but the damage is done for the Comets. Good grief. I'm trying to get to the log. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the 4th. The Comets are up 7-0. One more hit. I'm about to sing my line. I think you know which line I'm about to say in about 5 seconds, and it has something to do with the date coming up next week, which the YouTuber knows which date I'm talking about. All for a strike. It's now 12:08. Remember, we started at 10:15 a.m. Central. Swinging a fly ball to center field. And Zaire's there to make the catch. 1 away here in the 4th. 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Comets. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Chilhuahuas here in Game 2. Chilhuahuas won Game 1 9-5. Swinging a line drive, that's going to be trouble. That's a base hit. Goes past Zaire Hope, bounces off the wall. Rounding second will be Evans, and he'll stop there.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason McCoy.
That was a banger of a hit. As the YouTuber's gone to the 5th and a 1-1, and he's committed 2 errors, which is not really good. Fouled away. I know Frisco, by the way, had to go apologize to Sean. Because of that scary incident last night. There we go. Playlist is now fixed. Had to fix the playlist on my...
Now batting, the third baseman.
There we go. Playlist is now fixed. As Luis Verdugo popped out his first time up. Back to a 9-inning game tomorrow. Oh yeah, we were supposed to go live. We were supposed to have a live stream today. That will now be postponed. That will be made up next week. I'll go ahead and make the announcement. Yeah, we were supposed to go live. I will unfortunately now have to reschedule the live stream. Or actually it's actually tonight, but due to I'm gonna go ahead and get it rescheduled for
the shortstop, Austin Gauthier.
I'll reschedule it to November 23rd at 7 o'clock. Okay, so the live stream that was supposed to be today for Trucks Busch and Winston Cup, that live stream has now been rescheduled for November. So I will make the announcement. The review show will be rescheduled.
That's out.
So just letting you guys know as far as that's concerned.
Now batting, first baseman, Kester.
Got a challenge, and it's overturned. That was El Paso's challenge, so they still have their 2. YouTuber's already halfway through his game. Remember, he gets to stay at home to host El Paso
Now batting.
while I get ready to start. Start getting ready to fly to Philadelphia.
Ball, that's inside.
So we have a 9-game road trip that will start on next Friday. So we'll be in Philadelphia beginning Monday of next week.
Now batting, the right
Home run derby. Don't know what time I'm going to do it. Maybe maybe like a 1:35 will be the home run derby. And then the All-Star game will be at 2 o'clock. Our bonus MLB's game of the week back in Philadelphia. Our second and final time will be in Philly.
He's safe.
As the YouTube chat's going bonkers for whatever reason. I'm gonna get a pillow. Oh no. Swing and foul to back. So the YouTuber will have his schedule for... Let me actually look. Yeah, so the YouTuber's already in the 6th. Good grief. Second for 1, throw the first in time to end the inning. No runs, a hit, and none left. Or no runs, no hits, and none left, excuse me. We'll go to the 5th, 7-0 Comets. YouTuber's in a 1-1 tie with Sugarland in the 6th. Around the Dolphins minor league system yesterday. Hasn't been good for the minor league systems, if you ask me. ACS Ray falling at home to Arkansas.
Ball, that's off the plate.
5-2.
That's ball 3.
ICS Array technically playing a doubleheader. They first will have to resume a game that was suspended last night. Or actually, no, let me rephrase that. They are actually playing a doubleheader today. They're first resuming a game that was suspended back in March. Against Tennessee, they were down 3-2. Or was tied at 2 entering the 9th. They will resume that one, then play the regular scheduled game 30 minutes after.
The left fielder, number 20, Tyler.
That would be for ICS Array. GTS Array did not play last night. They played on Monday. They lost in Modesto 6-3. Let me actually look real quickly. No, they actually lost in Stanford last night, 6-3. Correction.
Nope. Outside.
That was GTS Array. TMS Array is also technically playing a doubleheader against... They're in Provo taking on BYU. They first have to resume a game that was suspended in the 3rd. And will start at 1:05 Central Time. Then they'll play the regular scheduled game following that. Ground ball over the first, and that's the inning. Nothing for the Chilhuahuas. We're halfway through game 2 for me. 7-0 Oklahoma City.
Leading off for the Comets, the center fielder,
Zaire Pope leading off the bottom of the 5th here in game 2.
Yeah!
Right now, in the second half PCL standings, in real life that is, there's one away in the 5th. Las Vegas is irrelevant because they won the first half. Round Rock and Sugarland are tied for first place at 5-2. Oklahoma City and Reno are a game back of both Sugarland and Round Rock. Because remember, Las Vegas, doesn't matter if Las Vegas wins the first half, they will be in the playoffs. Because Round Rock and Sugarland are tied for first place. So that's why Las Vegas is irrelevant.
Ball 1.
Sacramento, Tacoma are now 3 games back. And then El Paso's in last place. But remember, we are still in the early stages of the second half of the season. Remember, whoever wins the second half, if Las Vegas wins the second half, then whoever finishes second will win the second half and take on Las Vegas in the PCL Championship Series out at Las Vegas Ballpark in real life, by the way.
That's a ball.
And that's the inning for the Comets. They go down in order. We go to the 6th. 7-0 Oklahoma City. So that's right now the PCL standings up to this point. So I did not tell the YouTuber this, and I'll go ahead and tell y'all this now. Start times tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is a TBA because it's going to depend what happens with my game tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I think tomorrow's game for me will be a 2:35, maybe 3:35 first pitch, just an FYI, YouTuber. That'll be for tomorrow as we go back to one game. Friday is TBD because, like I said, I got to do technically a double header with WWE, as I first have to finish SmackDown that got suspended from Sunday, then do the regular Monday Night Raw and NXT. So that will be actually SmackDown and the rest of SmackDown and Monday Night Raw is tonight, by the way. And I'll have to do a quick recap on what happened on SmackDown before we resume the show, because I was right now getting ready to start a women's match. And I did not tell Sean what happened in both my Raw and NXT after Night of Champions, respectively. I'll do that. I'll probably post that in the deal, so yeah. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. Fouled away. Fly ball to right field. Hope is there. He'll make the catch. 1 away in the 6th. YouTuber's in the bottom of the 7th. But remember, the YouTuber's only playing 1 game versus me, where I'm doing 2. Just remember that. That's the only difference in that. It's called first strike. And the only Oklahoma team that's in the playoff that are going to the playoffs is, of course, Double-A Tulsa. Congratulations to them.
Ball one.
I also should mention Frisco unfortunately had to apologize to Sean. Or
Ball, that's upstairs.
and the reason they apologized to Sean is it's 2-2 to count. Had a scary collision last night between Midland and Frisco, as that's a base hit for El Paso. I mean, it was a scary collision. They had to stop the game for 10 minutes to get an ambulance to that player. That was, like I said, a scary play last night. What happened was Ryan Lasco and another, as that was fouled away, Ryan Lasco for the Rockhounds, as that's another base hit for El Paso. That's going to get past, and that's going to allow a run to score.
No, he's safe.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Zach Evans.
I'll end up posting this in Sean's. Yeah, it was a really scary play last night. So, want to send our condolences to Ryan Lasco.
Nope, that's down.
As of now, I have not heard any update on the condition of Ryan Lasco, as I know. I know that was because both of them went diving, as that's a ground ball base hit, so the shutout's already gone. It's an RBI single. It's 7-2. Comets here in the sixth.
Now batting, shortstop Mason McCoy.
It was him and Devin Taylor. They went diving for the ball, and they both collided into each other. And that was after Frisco got a triple. They ended up calling time, stopping the game. And, of course, it took 10 minutes for paramedics to come out, put Ryan Lasco on a stretcher, had to take him to a local hospital. I'll send the replay to the YouTuber. Yeah, both of them dove headfirst in the right center field. Both were going for the baseball. Yeah, let's just say that was a very scary play last night in Frisco.
He's good.
There's two away here in the sixth.
The third baseman, Luis Verdugo.
I'll send the clip to the YouTuber so you can see it on his deal, and that's going to be it for the starter, I would assume. Yep, Jackson Ferris done. Much better start than the one he took the loss in. Yes, there's the photo, or there's the video replay if you want to see that. So, Really not a fun thing to see, if you know what I mean.
Ball one.
Ball one. So hopefully we get an update on Ryan Lasco's condition.
Ball that's outside.
No, Double-A Tulsa did not make the playoffs. To answer the YouTuber's question, I'm talking about the real-life Tulsa Drillers. They made the playoffs, so that's the inning. But the Chilhuahuas get a couple of runs and a runner left. So it's 2 runs, 3 hits, and a runner left. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Comets are up 7-2. But they did not make the playoffs in my deal. They came close, but didn't. So Cubs and Reds looking cool.
The third baseman, Cody.
Cubs and Reds, by the way, will be the final game of the week before the All-Star break for me.
Nope, that's inside.
So that will be a special edition of Game of the Week, or it will be actually the first one after the All-Star break.
That's ball 3.
I'll send the video to YouTuber. Like I said, I really do hope Ryan Lasco is okay. That's low for ball for a strike for Kendall. George 1 for 2 tonight. Well, I'll say this, and I'll cut Frisco a bit of slack, since I know that's not something fun you want to see, and I know that's your rival Midland Rockhounds, but you know, I know the Frisco announcer was shaken up after what happened, but you know, you got to respect both teams. You know that they didn't want to see that happen, and I know it sucks, but, you know, that's the nature of the deal. And like I said, hopefully we get some good news on Ryan Lasco's deal, if you know what I mean. I'm all over the first 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Really nothing has happened in this one. Meanwhile, for the YouTuber, he's up 5-1 in the 8th. And we're still in the bottom of the 6th. But like I said, YouTuber is playing only the 1 game. Comets still have a chance to make the playoffs here in the second half in real life. Because remember, Las Vegas is irrelevant. As that's the inning. Looks like Comets didn't have anything going. Go to the 7th. Comets are down. Comets are up 7-2. 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors for OKC. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Chilhuahuas. Dean Voiles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. The YouTuber, our producer and engineer in our 1340 studios, who's in our chat. Are you talking about the Comets deal? Yeah, I was getting ready to talk about that before the inning ended, as Kyle Hurts warming up in the Comets bullpen. But remember, Oklahoma City comes into the day 4-2 or 4-3 overall. They're only one game back of Round Rock and Sugar Land because we don't count Las Vegas because Las Vegas is irrelevant. But it's still early in the second half, so anything can still happen in the second half. More than likely, they will clinch a winning record. Nevertheless, they've had one. I think they've gone the entire time since they became an affiliate with the Dodgers. They've had a winning record since they've been an affiliate with the Dodgers, which is crazy to tell you the truth. So, out of the way. But, still a long way to go as far as that's concerned. Wait.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 20, Tyler Robertson.
That's a foul ball. Ichiro's about to be done with this game. Swinging a fly ball to left field. That ball is gone. El Paso slowly catching up as that's a 2-run homer for Tyler Robertson. It's 7-4 Comets here in the 7th. YouTuber is having another pitch. Well, Sugarland's having a pitching change. Jose Fleury just came into the game. Just a reminder, streaming coverage of tomorrow's game is on Valley Sports Live, MLB Plus, and we also will have our friends from Sportsnet Los Angeles. We're excited to be with us, and also we'll have KOCB also later this season. Very happy that we're going to have ABC, our OKC ABC station, for some of these games, and also KOCB.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Will Wagner.
Forgot to also thank all of those people on MeTV, as well as for the River Cats. They were also on MeTV. Want to remind the YouTuber you can watch the Comets game July 4th against Sugarland on MeTV. They will be on that channel. And also the series finale against Sugarland on Sunday will also be for Sportsnet LA, which we're excited about.
Blake Ryan.
So that is good news there. The next one will be this Saturday, on Saturday. You can watch it on KOCO. Or no, you can watch it on MeTV. The El Paso one on July 11th. That will be on ABC. That's off the wall. So the YouTuber can watch, can flip over to his ABC station and watch the Comets game next Saturday against El Paso. So that's cool. YouTuber is excited about that. I'm excited about that, and I know KOCB will have the Sunday games. Blake Triton was the new pitcher, by the way. For strike. YouTuber wins 5-1. Not surprised there. We welcome those of you from the YouTuber's game. As the call is overturned to strike one, El Paso still have their challenges remain. We're not even out of the 7th, by the way. So the YouTuber will definitely have something to watch on MeTV starting this Saturday.
Ball, that's low.
So we'll be on Sportsnet Los Angeles for our LA friends, since the Dodgers are off tomorrow. Zach Evans on deck. Also, a little reminder: if you are not if you're not following my Hell's Kitchen podcast, another episode tonight. That ball is gone, just like that. It's now a 1-run lead. Blake Hunt's 5th home run. It's 1-run lead, 7-6. So don't look now, boys and girls. El Paso's cooking it up here in the top of the 7th. That 7-run lead's shrinking for the Comets. That's not good.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Ball 1. Zach Evans, two singles and a double today. All for a strike. One. A low ball 2, of course. So the YouTuber is excited.
Ball, down.
I know MeTV will have the Comets game. July 11th will be the first one on KOCO. That would be OKC's ABC affiliate.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. Just like that, the tying runs aboard. It's actually not boring because El Paso just caught up, senor. I know Frisco. Like I said, I feel bad for Frisco, seeing that happen last night. So at least we're happy that ABC, our ABC station here in Oklahoma City, will now have some Comets games. Oh no, that score. Oh no, Sean's going to hit me with a frying pan because of that score. That box score right there. That's cool. 1-2. Foul ball. Ever since the Comets took a 7-0 lead, or El Paso, excuse me, as that's ball 2. That's last thing we need is somebody getting hit and then all hell breaks loose. Like, we don't need that, guys. Called for strike 3. That will finally end the inning, but the damage is done. As we have had 4 runs here from El Paso. It's now 7-6 as we hit the stretch.
Now pitching for El Paso, number
Kyle Hart, the new pitcher for El Paso, as we finally start the bottom of the 7th. Good grief. As Alex Friedman said, they've had troubles getting off the field, they being the Comets. 0 for 2 of the walk for Gauthier as we start the bottom of the 7th, as we're finally in the 7th inning. Good grief.
Ball, that's outside.
0-1. Jeez, your Comets record's not good. Rodriguez and Jacob warming up in the El Paso bullpen. A ground ball over the first and 1 away in the 7th.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 9, Keston Hura.
There's the home run. Oh, the first 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ryan Fitzgerald.
Yeah!
I'll try to watch the Cubs game so far. By the way, that game's about to start in the Saxophone region. As we're supposed to have the check-in any second now.
Ball in! No, that's a foul ball!
The first now in the inning. Comets got nothing on the board as we go to the 8th. Yeah, up 7-6. I should be a little bit concerned about that.
Leading off for the Chilhuahuas, the third baseman, Luis Verdugo.
Luis Verdugo for 3 tonight as we start the 8th. All right, both players are checked in. Thank goodness we're going to have a peaceful Tommy and Rajan, by the way, the only game going on today. Tomorrow we have the Jaws June finale, in addition to my game tomorrow, which is, by the way, the reason why we're starting early at 9 a.m. By the way, the YouTuber will have the pregame show whenever he gets up to 8:30 in the morning. Oh, by the way, that's for my Jazz July game. I will take over at 8:30, talk about this matchup, and we'll start either before 9 or right at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then game 2 will be the YouTuber having the pregame show from 5 to 6:50 in the video game. I'll take over at 6:50, first pitch at 7:05. And our first pitch, by the way, for game 2 will be at 3:35 in the afternoon. So it'll be after, more than likely after the YouTubers game's done. Streaming coverage of the game will be here on Bally Sports Live, MLB Plus, and our friends from Sportsnet Los Angeles. I love welcoming our wonderful friends from LA to come watch us play and all that good stuff. So that should be something fun we're looking forward to.
20, Tyler Robertson.
As that game's about to get underway, and that'll be it for Blake Triton.
Now pitching
We are finally underway.
Number 59, Evan Phillips.
I think G made a clear case why that's.
Hey!
Probably I'm not going to join that game. That's going to happen. That's a ground ball over the first, one away in the. Or that's the inning. So El Paso down in order. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Comets are up 7-6. So the Comets need some insurance runs. That way this 7-run lead does not slip away.
Leading off for the Comets.
Ben Kasparius warming up in the Comets bullpen as we start the bottom of the eighth. I'll probably be in my server with Sean and them because I know we are going to have to come up with a plan with score checks and all that deal. Out of the way. All right, thank you, YouTuber. Do want to remind you on one of those El Paso games, it'll be on KOCO5, so that's cool. Yeah, more than likely I'm going to be in my, I'll be in my server.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
As Alfonso comes to the plate, go back to the second inning where he homered. So Danhausen's going to be there at Saturday night's main event. It's 2 away in the eighth, where this eighth inning starting to pick up quicker. About to be nearing 3 hours on the stream. 3 hours. We started, like I said, at 10:15 a.m. Central. We're at 12:51 p.m., almost 1 o'clock.
Hey!
The game is underway between Rajon and Tommy. That's a blooper to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So the Comets on the board with a hit, and that's now 7-11. Oh, thank heaven.
That's outside.
Ball 1. 2 for 3 with a single and a home run for Cody Hosey. Swinging a line drive to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Going to bounce off the wall. Rounding third and scoring is Hope. And in time, now in the inning. The runs, 2 hits, and a runner left. We'll see if the Comets can hold on to a 7-6 lead as we go to the 9th. And Kasperius will look to close it out.
Leading off for El Paso, the right fielder, Samad Taylor.
Hey!
I got ping from Enham. After this game, there's one away in the 9th. After this game is over, we'll have your Comets post-game report.
Wagner.
We'll recap the scoring. That's found a way. One last look around the Pacific Coast League and a preview of tomorrow. That's 2 away here in the 9th.
Now batting, the first
El Paso down their final out here in the 9th. That is foul. Oh, 1. Called for a strike. Now El Paso down their final strike.
Ball.
That's ball 1. Remember, Comets are out of challenges. El Paso still has theirs if needed. 2. Fouled away.
Foul ball.
One ball and 2 strikes. Comets are up 7-6 here in the 9th. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Right fielder's there. He'll make the catch, and that will end the game. Comets hang on for a 7-6 win in game number 2. 1-2-3 go El Paso in the 9th. So that 7-run lead holds up despite a late charge by El Paso. It was good enough. 7-12-0 for the Comets, 6-11-0 for the Chilhuahuas, 7-11-0, thank heaven. So that was close. Both teams will split the doubleheader. Which is huge for both of them. That is good for the Comets. They will improve to 10-3 in the 10-4 in the second half. El Paso will fall to 4-10 in the second half as their struggles continue, if you know what I mean. Final numbers here in Game 2. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Comets. 3, 4, 5 runners left on for the Comets. For the Chilhuahuas, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They also left 5 runners on. Winning pitcher will go to Jackson Ferris, his second win. 2 runs, 7 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. He is 2-2. Ben Casparis a 1-2-3 ninth to earn his 25th save. The loss to Tristan McKenzie, 2 2/3, 6 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. He falls to 2-7 on the season. Both teams will split the doubleheader. As far as that's concerned, El Paso taking game 1 9-5. Comets taking game 2 7-6. So the records are as follows. Comets are 48-41, 10-4 in the second half. El Paso is 4-10 in the second half, 47-42. Around the rest of the Pacific Coast League, as we're going to wrap it up finally without the internet being stupid. Thank God for that. So here's the rest of the Pacific Coast League. There you are. This afternoon, Round Rock beat Reno 9-7. So another yeet for Sean. Ryan Brazier gets his first win. He's 1-6. Dylan Cronin got his 4th blown save, but Josh Shorbs got his 25th save. The loss to Juan Barilio, he's 3-4. Home run for Justin Foscue. It's a 3-run homer for the Express. Anthony Gutierrez and Orlando Martinez had RBIs for the Express. For the Aces, it was a home run for Ivan Melendez. Luca Baker, Tim Tala, and Jesus Valdez all had RBIs for Reno in the contest in the loss. Albuquerque beat Sugar Land 6-2 as part of their road trip in Texas. Winning pitcher was Sean Sullivan. He is 4-3. The loss went to Christian Rhoda. He's 0-3. Sterling Thompson hit a 2-run homer for the Isotopes. Benny Montgomery, Cole Carrig, and Nicky Lopez had RBIs for ABQ. RBIs for Luis Bez and C.J. Alexander for the Space Cowboys. By the way, Sugarland starting a long homestand, by the way. Next week, or after the All-Star break. Sacramento got shut out by Salt Lake 7-0. Winning pitcher was Mitch Ferris. He's 2-1. The loss to Cade Anderson. He is 1-1. Only run scored for the Bees was a 3-run homer for Tucker Flint. Matthew Nelson, Gustavo Campero, Donovan Walton, Jose Siri also had RBIs for the Bees. Tacoma beat Las Vegas 2-1. Winning pitcher was Adam Levert. He's 2-0. Case Laguma's 25th save. The loss went to Wander Sorero. He is 0-5. RBIs for Leonardo Riveras and Cole Young for the Rainiers. And Yuri Belangelis had the only RBI for the Aviators in the contest. Los Angeles Dodgers swept the Colorado Rockies 7-2. Alex Vista gets his 4th win. He's 4-4. Chase Dolander took his first loss. He's 1-1. Troy Johnston hit his 5th home run for the Rockies. His 31st RBI. Ezekiel Tover had his 27th RBI on the season. Kyle Freeland, 3 2/3, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He did not factor in a decision. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, no strikeout for Dolander to suffer his first loss. Home run for the Dodger was Andy Pajes, his 12th home run, 47th RBI. 58th, 3 RBIs for Freddie Freeman, now up to 58 on the year. 50 RBIs for Teoscar Hernandez, who had 2, and Shohei Ohtani hit his 79th RBI. Blake Snell, 6 2/3, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Did not factor in the decision. Alex Vesta retired all 3 batters he faced, and Jack Dreyer retired all 4 batters he faced to earn his first save on the year. Dodgers have swept the Colorado Rockies. They are off tomorrow before they take on the Arizona Diamondbacks On Friday, Justin Robleski looking to bounce back after his recent struggles of late. He'll start for the Dodgers. He'll take on Zach Gallen of the Diamondbacks. That will be at Dodger Stadium. Double-A Tulsa lost again, 6-3 to Springfield. Winning pitcher was Mason Burns. He's 7-0. Jordan Weems falls to 5-6 with the loss. Trey Page had a grand slam for the Cardinals. Travis Honeyman, Noah Mendlinger had RBI for the Cardinals. Ian Bedell, 4 scoreless innings, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Unfortunately, did not take part in a decision. Ryan Murphy got the final 2 outs to earn the save. Mason Burns, 1 run, 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts to earn the win. Taylor Young homered for the Drillers. Zach Earhart and John Rhodes had RBIs for the Drillers. Starting pitcher for Jordan Weems, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He took the loss. Tulsa will take on Springfield tomorrow night. Sam Robesy for Springfield. Zach Root for the Drillers. We invite you to join us tomorrow at 4:35 as the Comets will take on the El Paso Chilhuahuas, the AAA parent club of the San Diego Padres. Another 7:05 first pitch. Gates open at 6 o'clock. Tickets are available. Call 405-218-2150 or order your tickets at okccomets.com or stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office located on South Mickey Mantle Drive. It'll be open tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. River Ryan. By the way, Jackson Ferris coming off a win against Sugarland, if you ask me. But, yeah. River Ryan will start for the Comets as he is coming off a win against Reno. He will start for Oklahoma City. He is 7-3 with a 3.44 ERA. It'll be Griffin Cannon who will start for the Chihuahuas. He is 2-2 with a 3.76 earned run average. The YouTuber, as I said, will have the pregame show from 5 p.m. to 6:50. I will take over at 6:50 with our first pitch at 7:05 here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. Streaming coverage of the game will be available on Valley Sports Live, MLB Plus, and will be joined by our wonderful friends of Sportsnet LA. Recapping a long stream for you in Game 1, it was the El Paso Chihuahuas 9, the Oklahoma City Comets 5. 9 runs, 15 hits, 1 error for the Chihuahuas. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Comets. Winning pitcher was Yerman Marquez. He's 7-7. The loss went to Engardo Enriquez. He falls to 8-4. There was no save. And in Game 2, Comets winners 7-6 over the Chihuahuas. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for OKC. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for El Paso. Winning pitcher was Jackson Ferris. He has fought 2-2. Ben Casparis, his 25th save. The loss to Tristan McKenzie. He falls to 2-7. Both teams split the doubleheader. Comets are 10-4 in the second half, 48-41. El Paso is 4-10 in the second half, 47-42. Now for our studio engineer, the YouTuber, I'm D. DeVoles. Thank you for joining me and saying goodnight from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Again, the final in Game 1, El Paso 9, OKC Comets 5, Comets 7, El Paso 6. Coming up next, we'll rejoin the Infinity Network Sports Studios programming in progress. I will talk to you later tonight for SmackDown, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow for baseball. You have been listening to OKC Comets Baseball on the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network.